Welcome into Mountain Lion Stadium for this Sunday afternoon matinee here in the NCAA Division II Women's College Lacrosse. Brian Keenan live from Colorado Springs as the visiting CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves travel in for an RMAC matchup here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Both teams 4-4 records this season as we take a look at the starters. First for the visiting Thunderwolves: Dylan Retzloff, Audrey Allendorf, Ainsley Jackson, Chloe Mora, Emily Doan, Sienna Rinn, Brianna Mason, Malin Saucedo, Sydney Gunnels, Kenzie Carpio, Kayla Wells, and Hillary Grehan. It'll be Brianna Mason in between the sticks for the Thunderwolves, who will be in their all-white uniforms. UCCS will start Peyton Ross, Ella Mills, Riley Moretti, Kylie Cudahy, Sophia Watts, Jade Wilson, Charlotte Fannin, Brielle Fannin, Ashley Weiss, Kendra Knutson, Danica Rodriguez, Allison Hoffman, and in between the sticks, once again, it is Delaney Ganas. UCCS coming off of a win on Friday afternoon. They took down Fort Lewis in a dramatic victory. Now it's the Thunderwolves who will get us started, led by their leading scorer, Emily Doan. Doan has been brilliant in her sophomore campaign with this CSU Pueblo team. Made her way in from Rhode Island, put up 34 points already this season, 21 goals. UCCS has 2 goal leaders this season in Emma Mills as a spinning shot rattles off the side. First attempt from Sienna Rinn off the mark. Ella Mills and Sophia Watts for UCCS with 20 goals apiece. And they have been brilliant for this UCCS side. They both put up 6 goals on Friday afternoon. In fact, our highlight from the game was all 3 pairs of UCCS sisters able to find goals in that win. Long lead pass up for Charlotte Fannin. Fannin a solid day on Friday as well. She picked up 5 goals in the blowout victory. Allison Hoffman working from the top. Riley Moretti 9 goals and 1 assist this season as well. Hoffman starts her run. Thunderbolts defense staying compact inside near the net. Got to keep an eye out for Brielle Fannin and Allie Schell. Those are the leading assist getters for UCCS this season, along with Allison Hoffman. This one dribbles through, but UCCS has 3 in the vicinity. In net for the visitors, number 20, Brianna Mason in her 5th start. Riley Moretti starts her run. Now kicks it out, half a minute on the shot clock. Julia Hoffman sizzles one inside, taken away nicely by the Thunderwolves defender, but nicely scooped away by Brielle Fannin. 20 seconds to shoot. Allison Hoffman fires. Denied nicely by Mason. Shot clock will reset, so UCCS will get a stoppage here, but it will reset to 60. Netminder is the junior out of Colorado Springs, Brianna Mason. 34 saves, 49 goals allowed, 12.6 goals allowed on average per contest, with a 40% save mark this season. May also see from number 32, Hannah Duffy. Going to get a violation here, and it's going to be a free position attempt for Charlotte Fannin. UCCS has been really good on these free position attempts. They're 42% on the season. Fannin goes low, and a save made by Mason. Brianna Mason gets down and makes the save on Fannin, and now the Thunderwolves chance to clear. Easily done from Ainsley Jackson, the first year out of Anaheim. Fires it wide, just outside the right side of the post. Now the visitors themselves, coming off of a loss, fell to Regis on Friday themselves, or maybe on Tuesday that was. Well, UCCS rides that 3-game win streak and are 2-1 in conference. Around the outside goes Gunnels. Gunnels, an excellent season, lost the rock here. It's taken away nicely by number 20 for UCCS. That's Ashley Weiss. Charlotte Fannin Beats Dylan Retzloff for pace. Streaking towards the net, dumps it off, and it's poked away nicely by Kayla Wells. Easily deflected by the Thunderwolves, but they're going to give it to CSU Pueblo. It now will stay with UCCS. Fourth-year head coach Taylor Ward for the visitors. Again, the last 3 seasons have not been kind to the Thunderwolves. This year they have 4 wins. That is 1 less than they have combined in the last 3 seasons. They had 1 in 2023, 2 in 24, 2 last year. And this year they've already stacked up 4 nice victories. 2 to start off the year at Coker and Southern Wesleyan. On the road again at Fort Lewis, and then home against Missouri Western. But this roster has had little success at home so far this season. UCCS keeps possession, works around the outside. Ella Mills had an excellent start to Friday's game, then got double or triple team. Pass inside. Spin from Sydney Ann Moeller. Takes a couple of whacks. UCCS bench doesn't appreciate it. Mountain Lions program under Bryce Queener for the 2nd year. Shell inside. Shot is in. Ella Mills bags her first goal of the afternoon. It's not a matter of if. For the first year out of Lakeville, Minnesota, Ella Mills has been absolutely fantastic this season. 21 goals, 3 assists for the Lakeville South product. And she starts off the scoring here in this Sunday afternoon matchup. Back to the face-off, and now it's Maddie Talapa who takes over. Talapa was brilliant on the draw controls on Friday. UCCS has controlled that draw control category really well this season. 106-80 against opponents here this season. Another win here for the Thunderwolves. Came up empty on their first attempt as their shot went wide. Then their second got pushed outside by the UCCS defense and taken away. Again, player to keep an eye out for, number 13, as Delaney Ganos has been really solid this year. Now Kylie Cudahy trying to get out of the clear. Lead pass for Fannin is perfect. Fannin into the front. They could have gotten a Thunderwolf for offside there. Fannin spins. Keeps it alive. Josie Leonard and Allison Hoffman inside the area looking for the pass. They don't get it. Now they do to Mills. Mills fires and scores. Well, Mills had a hat trick in the first quarter, and she's on pace yet again. 2 goals for the first year.
Scored by number 3, Ella Mills, her second of the game.
Mills has put up 7 goals this weekend. Again, she had 5 on Friday afternoon. Then the Skyhawks got a little bit wiser and started to double and triple team. That led way for Sophia Watts to put up 5 goals in the third quarter in a matter of 8 minutes. She finished with the double hat trick. And then Charlotte Fannin and Ella Mills finished with 5 apiece. Now Talapa finds her first win of the afternoon. Lead pass is nice for Moretti. She's off. Sizzling pass over for Allison Hoffman. Defender comes out heavily. Now UCCS will slow things down. Hillary Grehan applying the pressure. Mills working off the Watts screen. Now dumps it in for her. Watts returns the favor, goes to the right. Now out for Hoffman, who's got some space. Pass inside, almost for Moretti. Hoffman dodges, finds Mills. Hoffman dodges to the right, gets on net, fires it, rattles it across the post and out. You will not find a more loud player in terms of shots to the post. Allison Hoffman has rung the sticks a couple of times. Had it on Friday, I gotta say 2 or 3 times as the Thunderwolves get it forward. Doan working towards net. Now leaves it for Wasman. Wren. Pair of Wren sisters out there on offense as well. Here's Doan once again. Ainsley Jackson wearing the number 7. Lost the ball. Picks it up nicely. Jackson works in on net. Gonna fire this one. Popped up into the air. And touched out by the Thunderwolves. It'll stay with them. Looked like Doan tried to pick it up and it went off her stick, but the official will say it was just off the shot. Now Doan working towards net. Left-handed pass inside. Jackson fakes. Dumps it off. Wren for Wasman. Back for Wren. Wren spins to the left. Still plenty of time. 40 seconds to shoot. Good pressure here on Gunnels. Gunnels works to her left. Hounded nicely there by Rodriguez. Here's Grehan. There's Cudahy applying pressure. Now Moretti takes over. Pass out wide. Thunderwolves with 20 to shoot. Wasman assessing, fires a pass inside. Spin. Shot is high and it's off the mark and out. Shot clock resets for CSU Pueblo, who's still scoreless here through the first 8 minutes. Another pass inside. Wren goes through a pack, lost it, and it's into the cross, but a violation does not come in, excuse me. And UCCS on the clear for Fannin. UCCS with numbers here. It's a 4-on-3. Fannin dumps it inside. Watts fires and scores. UCCS goal again, and it's Sophia Watts to make it 3-0. Both Watts and Mills, 7 goals this weekend. And now it's Sophia Watts who buries it. They'll give the assist to Charlotte Fannin, who's up to 6 assists. 2 behind the club leader in Allie Schell, who's got 8 of them. Allison Hoffman has been really good in that category as well. She has 7. That's the second best for this Mountain Lion program. UCCS has looked dominant through these first 7.5 minutes. 3-0. They've held the Thunderwolves scoreless still. But again, this Thunderwolves team has been pretty solid this year for a team that has struggled under the view of Taylor Ward. They have put up a really solid season, 12.5 goals per game. They're pretty even on draw controls this season. They've done a good job so far this afternoon. Long run out. Ashley Weiss thought the attacker in Wren ran out of play. Wasman, pass around. Now Mora. Mora waits. Around for Wren. That's Sienna Wren in 17. Sophia in 18. There goes Doan. Doan on the left side. Works inside. Fires it high and it's in. First goal of the afternoon for the Thunderwolves. And who else but Doan, the club leader by a mile in every category. 22 goals now, 35 points, and 13 assists. Emily Dawn, excuse me. Dawn, a top contender here this season for RMAC player already. The sophomore out of Lake Forest, California. Played her high school ball at El Toro. 5'10 attacker has put up brilliant numbers through the first 8 games and a quarter. So the deadlock broken for the Thunderwolves, 3-1, 5:54 to go here in the first. Delaney Ganos, a couple of nice saves, and You won't see a cleaner win as Watts gets it over nicely to Jade Wilson, who puts on the burners. Wilson will leave it for Brielle Fannin and Allison Hoffman. Hoffman, Leonard, Watts, Mills, Fannin, and then the other Hoffman. Again, all three pairs of sisters scored on Friday. Huge whack in the middle on Watts, and this is going to be a violation. Watts was holding her head. And this is going to be a yellow card issued to number 21. It's the defender, Malin Saucedo. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty for Saucedo and a free position attempt for Sophia Watts.
Number 21, Malin Saucedo. This is a 2-minute penalty.
So 2-minute penalty on the clock for Saucedo. So it'll be Mason to take on Watts here. Watts a goal already. Can she answer Mills' 2 early goals with 2 of her own? Watts goes low, bounces just outside, and the Thunderwolves take over. UCCS looks like they might get it, and they do. Watts makes up for her miss. Still a full 75 seconds on the clock. Leonard around for Hoffman. Hoffman, Shell, flicks it over her head and scores. It's Brielle Fannin on the highlight reel effort past Mason to make it 4-1.
That's a huge lead. Oh, scored by number 16,
Brielle Fannin, 13 points this season. That's her 8th goal, and that one's a beauty. Caught it, flipped it over her head to the left side, and buries it past Leonard once more. Mason in net. 4-1, quick 3-goal lead restored for UCCS. Fannin got a smile out of Bryce Queener, second year out of Georgetown University. Assistants this season are Allie Popelar, Hannah Mill, and of course longtime Colorado College coach Susan Stewart here for her first year. On the other side, Taylor Ward in her 4th year, assisted by Claire Calillo, Samantha Labella, and Emily Eller. Best season for CSU Pueblo in at least 3 years. Oh, and what a catch there as Riley Moretti takes it over. Well, the third pair of sisters that was able to score from the Fannins and the Hoffmans was the Moretti sisters, Riley Moretti and Elia Moretti. Elia's first goal of her sophomore campaign on Friday in the blowout near the end, but Moretti's, Hoffmans, and Fannins all getting on the book. Elia Moretti opening her account this season. Pass inside. Watts fires, and it's saved nicely there by Mason. Mason's second save of the afternoon. That one was nice. Now this UCCS program themselves are no slouch in the goal-scoring category. They've averaged 11.5, but the last two games they played, 14 and 22, both their highest on the season. 22 far and away their best. They just took it to Fort Lewis on Friday afternoon. Looked for a moment like the Skyhawks might be able to ride with UCCS. It was 4-3. Skyhawks even led 2 times at 2-0 and 3-2, but once UCCS grabbed control, they led most of the way. Thunderwolves have 6 seconds left on the penalty. That's why they're waiting. And their extra attacker, or their full-strength attacker, will be Sophia Rinn, the junior, out of Eagle, Colorado. So full strength for the Thunderwolves. Half a minute to go in this possession. Ainsley Jackson around. Here's Wasman backing up. Good pressure there from Layla Alm. Sienna Rinn off for Dawn. Dawn pass for Gunnels. Gunnels' pass goes out wide. UCCS can try and clear here. It's Ashley Weiss. Oh, what a pass for Watts. It's another advantage here for UCCS as they get the jump. Watts inside, Fannin, one more. Mills Shoots and scores. Play the fight song, UCCS. Makes it 5, and it's a hat trick for Ella Mills. Second straight first quarter hat trick for Ella Mills as she buries 3 past Mason in the first 13 minutes. Ella Mills, 23 goals this season, 26 points. She's the clubhouse leader. UCCS 5-1. They've got a strong advantage here. And it's interesting, UCCS has been struggling, suffice to say. Well, struggling might be too strong, but opponents have outscored them in the first quarter this season, and the Thunderwolves have been really good in the first quarter. It's going to be a violation on Sophia Watts. UCCS hands it off, and it's Wassman. And now the Thunderwolves can clear Dylan Retzloff. Nice entry pass for Sienna Rinn. Yeah, the Thunderwolves were really outscoring their opponents too in the first, but that has certainly flipped here today. 5-1, 3 out of Mills. 1 from Brielle Fannin and 1 from Sophia Watts. Ainsley Jackson being chased by Peyton Ross. Ross leaves it for Rodriguez. 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter of play. Ridden sisters working around the outside. Here's Sienna. Sienna, the redshirt first year. Pass behind for Dawn. Dawn, good pass forward. Jackson fires and scores. Ainsley Jackson gets her 19th of the season. And that one was nice. If you want to talk about some of the more goal-focused players, look no further than number 7 out of Anaheim. Ainsley Jackson, 19 goals this season, 19 points. She has not found a single apple this year and continues her reign of terror as a goal-heavy player. Played her high school ball at Canyon out in California, 5'6" first year with an excellent campaign, one away from the 20-goal mark already. So the Thunderwolf goal at 1:38 makes it 5-2. Dawn got the first, Jackson the second. Now to the face-off X we go, where we've been relatively even in that category. This one flipped back. It's going to go all the way to the Thunderwolves back line and Kayla Wells. Jade Wilson showing off the wheels once again. Pass, dangerous one to Sienna Rinn. UCCS trying to track her across the pitch. Mills tracking back nicely, but we're going to get a violation here on UCCS, and it's Allison Hoffman getting a little greedy near that timeline. It's going to be a 1-minute releasable on Allison Hoffman. Now, the Hoffman sisters have put up some great freshman campaigns on their own right. Allison has been the better player in 19 points, 12 goals, and 7 assists. Julia has 7 points, 4 goals, 3 assists, but has been a very strong piece of this UCCS offense. Wind working right to left, about 60 degrees here at faceoff. Sienna Rinn trying to do it herself, past 3, she lost it. And again, UCCS steps over the line, and they're going to get Leonard on the green card. Now, UCCS, a couple of mental errors here, and it's going to be 52 seconds of 6 on 4. Excuse me, 7 on 5.
The Mountain Lions, number 55, Josie Leonard. This is a 1-minute penalty.
I think UCCS. So UCCS has 5 defenders back here. Pass inside. Ganoss saves it with the left foot. Another chance here. Sienna Rinn in for Jackson. Jackson steps through. Can't get clear. Now it's Sienna Rinn. Rinn fires and scores. Oh, the woman up, double woman up opportunity for the visitors works to perfection. That penalty's release with the damage done. 5-3 as Sienna Rinn bags the first of her afternoon. Sienna Rinn, 17 points this season. That's her 10th goal. Both Rinn sisters with 10 goals this season. Sienna has 7 assists to add on. So Watts will head to the face-off once again. Wassman for the Thunderwolves. Flicked back. Allison Hoffman almost able to pull it down. What a running grab from Ainsley Jackson right in front of Riley Moretti, who's used to that kind of play. Pass forward for Sienna Rinn, the most recent goal scorer in our matchup. 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Off for Ainsley Jackson, dives inside, lost it. What a pickup in the middle there from Kendrick Knutson. As Delaney Ganos will wait this one out. UCCS will take this first quarter. That lead pass to nobody. What was Ganos thinking there? As the Mountain Lions just give it away for free. Oh, what a mistake. UCCS just gives away a possession here, as they give up 2 late goals under 2 minutes. But UCCS put up a 5-spot, a first quarter hat trick for the second straight game for Ella Mills. We'll take a quick step back here after 1 quarter. UCCS out in front of this one 5-3, but they turned it over in the final seconds. They could have held it out, but now it'll be the Thunderwolves with a chance to start us off and get within 1 goal once again. 3 goals from Ella Mills leads the way. CCS got goalward efforts out of Brielle Fannin. Down the stretch, she had an excellent goal over her left shoulder, and Sophia Watts buried one as well. But then the visitors answered right back. They have 3 goals in that first, but they only had 1 after 13 minutes of play. The final 2 minutes found 2 goals for CSU Pueblo. So it'll be the visitors who started off. Sienna Rinn will have it. Redshirt first year with a goal in that first quarter. UCCS will try and keep the Thunderwolves scoreless in this first possession. This feels pretty important here. Long lead pass for Sophia Rinn. That was a beautiful find from all the way across the field. So we'll switch sides now. Thunderwolves working left to right, UCCS right to left. Wide open look here inside. Shot goes wide. And it'll go for UCCS. Weiss the nearest to it. That was a wide open look for Grehan. Winnipeg, Manitoba native, as UCCS now clears its line. It's Ella Mills. Has Hoffman in the middle. Mills didn't like it. Takes it herself. Now forced to pull it out for Moretti. Moretti takes her sweet time. Almost a nice pressure there from Kenzie Carpio. Another Colorado Springs native for this roster. Pass inside off of Moretti. Nice pickup there from Julia Hoffman. Hoffman sisters have been brilliant in ground balls this season. Pass around for Mills. Carpio the defender. Mills dodges to the right. Looking for Watts, can't find her. Pass around for the Fannin sisters. Here's Charlotte. Charlotte works inside, gets out in front, fires and scores. Mason stayed to the near post as Charlotte goes to the far side and able to bag it. It's 6-3.
Scored by
Well, Brielle got the first. Charlotte gets the next. 6-3, UCCS doubling up the Thunderwolves here at home. UCCS looked like they might be in a little bit of danger. Could have gone to 5-4 there had Grehan buried her shot. But she goes wide of the post, and then UCCS answers quickly to make it a 6-3 lead. 14th ever meeting between these two programs. UCCS very dominant, 10-3 there. And they have been so dominant over the last 7 years against this Thunderwolves team. CSU Pueblo won the first 3 matchups, but in the last 10, UCCS is undefeated. Wise hold up there from Hoffman this time. Rin. Grehan to her left, Dawn to her right. She'll take it for Dawn. Dawn works inside, trying to find a path. Here's Rin. UCCS pressure has been really solid these last 2 games. Huge reason why they're on that 3-game win streak has been their defense. Pass around for Rin, Leonard the defender. Now Rodriguez defends Grehan. Rin again on Leonard. Rin goes to the left. Good pickup there as the help comes from Taylor Wilson. Ainsley Jackson works around. She's got a goal today. Now it's Grehan. Flips it flippantly over to Jackson as it almost goes out of play. 25 seconds to shoot. Ainsley Jackson from the left side. Dawn works inside, spins, works to the net, lost it. Up into the air it goes, 10 seconds on the shot clock. And UCCS bails them out here. And the Thunderwolves will get a free look at the net with 10 or 11 seconds left. Now they pick up a yellow card, courtesy of Danica Rodriguez. This will be a unreleasable penalty as well. And a free position attempt for the visitors.
Number 31, Danica Rodriguez. This is a 2-minute penalty.
Officials just getting things set. Can't see it. Looks like it's going to be Sydney Gunnels, who's got 16 goals this season. Gunnels fires high, and Ganas makes up for a mistake at the end of the first with a beautiful free possession save. Now, one part of the Thunderbolts game that needs to change is their free position scoring. They are just 29% here this season. Ross harassed. Leonard has Fannin in the middle. Takes it nicely for Brielle. Brielle streaking forward, finds Charlotte ahead of the pack, and she rushed it. Nice tip out, though, for Ella Mills. You don't see the breakaway a ton at this level, but nice vision there from Brielle. Sydney Ann Moeller working behind the net at the X. Picked up here. Dumped off for Brielle, who's pushed near the back line. Brielle half spin back to the right side. Still searching for a pass, can't find it. Tries to get the defender Saucedo on the shimmy, but Saucedo having none of it here. Brielle dives through the middle. Dumps it inside. Moeller can't catch. Still free. Picked up by the Thunderwolves in Rin. Look at the speed from Sienna Rin. Leonard going stride for stride, but Rin the clear all on her lonesome. 30 seconds on the penalty for Rodriguez. Rin picked up by Ross, pass inside is poked free. Big check to Weiss, and she'll get the position here. And they're going to get a green card here on Grehan. So now UCCS will go a woman up after 10 seconds here. Ten seconds on the penalty by Rodriguez. UCCS will get the clear And then 50 seconds to try and get a woman-up goal.
This is a 1-minute penalty.
Just a green card issued. Weiss beats the first attacker. Dumps it off for Charlotte. Scoops it up. Takes a check from Dawn. Now it's Watts. Watts gets pushed down, and the card comes in again. It's another green. And this one will go against number 6. That's Audrey Allendorf, the senior defender. Allendorf, the most senior player for this roster. 3 letters for CSU Pueblo in her campaign out of Stowe, Ohio. And now UCCS. Woman up here on the offensive end again. Moretti. Wynn working right to left in UCCS's favor for this second quarter. Under 10 to play before the half. Fannin bluffs a couple of passes. Now it's Mills. Finds a lane, takes a check. Dumps it off for Julia Hoffman. Off for Moretti. 22 seconds on the penalty. Pass tipped across. It was poked free by the Thunderwolves. And it'll stay with UCCS. The clock continues to run. Oh, and I don't think the Thunderwolves defender realized it. Mismatch here. Moretti dumps it in. Save. Watts the rebound. Wow. Well, Kenzie Carpio went to pick up the rock, and UCCS got a 2-woman-up opportunity as Sophia Watts finds the rebound for 2 today. Moretti had the first chance. Watts in the fracas picked it up and dumped it in. Oh, an unfortunate penalty there, and then a mistake as the FAR official thought it was Thunderwolves' ball. Then the other official pointed for UCCS. So I understand Carpio's miscommunication there. She thought she had the rock all the way. About 7-3 now in favor of UCCS. 3 for Mills, 2 for Watts. UCCS out in front by a 4 spot. Looks like Talapa out there on the face-off. She was really good on Friday. Now the violation comes in, and it's UCCS who takes over. Leonard dumps it in for Mills, draws the double quickly. Now behind the net for Fannin. Wind picking up here, rifling through the front range of these Rocky Mountains. Mills goes to the left. Good move, gets inside. Can't get free, now has to retreat for Watts. Watts jukes, gets past her defender to the left, gets to the right, dumps it in, save made by Mason. Off the right knee of Mason as UCCS takes down the Thunderwolves and then walks the tightrope. Lossman came up limping a little bit. Shell was free for a second. Fannin around for Mills again. Watts sets the screen, now Mills. Watts, Leonard, Hoffman. And here's Allie Shell. Brielle Fannin working from the left side. Spins, opens things up, has it checked free. Good cause turnover there from the Thunderwolves. They're streaking towards the offensive zone. Carpio dumps it in. Now it's Dawn. Rodriguez bearing down behind. Dawn spins out of danger, dumps it off. Now it's Rin, a goal today. Here's Grehan. Spins away. Excuse me, that's Rin. Dumps it, fires it, and scores it. Sophia Rin out of nothing gets her 11th of the season, and she makes it 7-4.
Goal for the Thunderwolves, scored by number
Well, the Rin sisters score for the Thunderwolves. UCCS out in front by a triple. Talapa and Wassman back to the face-off X. Wind picking up again. Again, it was about 90 degrees yesterday here in Colorado Springs. And then today, that wind has really cooled things down, about maybe 55 degrees with that wind. Looked like it was going to be a warm day too. Not as warm as yesterday, but this is pretty different from yesterday as Moretti takes a check to the side from Wassman. And this is going to be a green card for Wassman as Moretti takes a shot to the ribcage. Now, Moretti is not afraid of that kind of contact. She has been one of the better players in the draw control category. Again, I don't believe she leads the team in that mark, but she chases that rock tenaciously and has received more than her fair share of damage on the draw control. Hoffman dumps it in. Moretti wide open, dumps it low. What a save from Mason. Oh, Mason has really stepped up her game. UCCS attack has been so solid. Wells has to give it back for Mason, who's out of her crease. Swims, throws it out. Scooped up nicely by Saucedo. A couple of nice saves from Mason and net after it looked like UCCS was kind of going to have their way. Mason has stepped it up. Good dump in here for Retzloff. Now she will leave it and make way for Sienna Rin. Oh, no way, they're going to get her on the offsides. Sienna Rin and Retzloff were changing. Oh my goodness. Who's this going to go against? They were switching places in Retzloff and Rin, and the official gets them trying to switch places. Oh my goodness. The official saying that's my fault. They switched it. Interesting there, as the official says that's my fault and then switches the call. I think that's the right call, in fact. Well, it was Rin and Retzloff who were changing place. And the official, I don't think, saw Retzloff make her way off or Rin on. I'm not sure exactly. But either way, it stays with the Thunderwolves, no penalty. CSU Pueblo with a trailing by 3. And a violation comes in here. And this is going to go against UCCS. Not sure what the whistle is here, but it's going to be a free position attempt. Again, an off-ball whistle, it'll look like. And now Grehan a chance to try and get it to 2. Grehan will have it. Grehan fires and scores it on the bounce. 2-goal lead for UCCS as they have gotten things within pouncing distance.
Goal.
Hillary Grehan, the first year out of Manitoba, with her 10th of this season, the Murdoch Collegiate prospect. I believe the lone Canadian on this roster able to find her goal today. And it's 7-5 in favor of the Mountain Lions, but things very quickly have gotten a different tone. Talapa, quick look up. This one flicked all the way back again to the Thunderwolves side. We've seen that a couple of times. That draw control has gone very heavily one way. Fannin could have got a whistle there for an offsides. Seen a number of those little ticky-tack ones on the offside. Now it's Rin inside again. She goes 5-hole and scores. Sophia Rin makes it a 1-goal game. And the Thunderwolves have life here in the second quarter. What a turnaround. After UCCS found a 5-goal lead, or maybe it was 4 at most, but these Thunderwolves have battled back here in the second and held UCCS, who will take a timeout. Well, we'll take a step back. 4:51 to go in the first half. UCCS leads by just 1. Sophia Rin, 2 goals here in this second quarter. And the Thunderwolves battle from down 4, and it is a 1-goal game. And Ellen Gernert will head between the sticks for UCCS, so Delaney Ganos will sit for at least the next couple of minutes here. Ellen Gernert came in on Friday's matchup. So far this season, 10 saves, 10 goals allowed for a 50% save mark. Her 4th appearance of the year. As this one rolling all the way, stays in, and then a check as Ainsley Jackson falls to the ground. And Jade Wilson will pick up a green. UCCS getting all kinds of cards today. As Jade Wilson heads to the box for a 1-minute releasable, another woman up opportunity for the visitors. Ainsley Jackson will have it here. Mills on her right. It's like Talapa in the middle. Excuse me. Long lead pass is going to be a bouncing ball. Grehan can't keep it in. And it goes for UCCS. So they can burn this penalty and have about 45 seconds if they'd like. But they have been really solid this year in the offensive category. Can't imagine that would change here. Fannin gets free, gets to the right, fires another nice save by Mason. Brianna Mason has stepped up her game, the Air Academy high school product. Again, one of 2 Colorado Springs natives, with Kenzie Carpio back for a homecoming. And Mason has showed out here in the second quarter especially. Off for Dawn, who's been quiet, spins, shoots, wide of Gernert's cage. Jade Wilson comes free. UCCS back to full strength. Dumped off for Rin. Sophia Rin, 2 goals here in the second. Defended nicely. Now pass for Grehan, who has the most recent, had the last goal. Dumps it inside, got in. Gernert saves it. Excellent stop from Gernert in between the sticks. And with 3 minutes to go, that is a huge save. But no one really coming back for Gernert. The lasers one up for Allie Schell. Schell into the offensive zone. Dumped it in for Allison Hoffman. UCCS's first possession in a little bit of time here. Again, you can hear the wind rifling through a little bit. Here's Watts. Hoffman dives inside. Now it's Mills. Mills inside. Fannin catches, turns, fires, and it's wide. Deflected nicely, but Charlotte Fannin able to pick up her own miss. Oh, and then Mills right over the top of Hoffman. And this one out of play. A rare passing mistake for Ella Mills. Thunderwolves, 2 minutes to go. $1:30 here in this possession. Another chance for the Thunderwolves to level us out here at 7. Again, it looked like UCCS was in the driver's seat, but now their grip of the steering wheel has loosened. Off for Rin. Rin defended by Ross. Now it's Grehan. Grehan inside. That's a dangerous pass, and UCCS takes it away. It can hold for one final shot as it's into the cross of Gernert. Gernert out wide. Nice find to Weiss. Weiss trying to do it herself. Lead pass. What a read there. A nice takeaway from Saucedo, and now it's the Thunderwolves again with a chance to equalize. Well, if the Thunderwolves could go into this halftime tied, that would be a monumental effort. Under 60 seconds to go. Will the Thunderwolves hold for a final shot? Or try for a goal, and then try for a extra effort. Oh, what a move inside. It's taken away. But a check will go against UCCS, and it'll be another free position attempt. And it's Sydney Gunnels. 16 goals, 7 assists this year for the Texan. Coppell High School product, the sophomore in her second year, trying to knot us up at 7. Gunnels against Gernert, who gets her first free position attempt. Gunnels gets all the way inside and scores it. Tie game, 7 apiece. What a job from CSU Pueblo here in quarter 2, as they have stunned this UCCS side, and we are even 7 apiece. Gunnels makes it 7-7. UCCS had a 7-3 lead after a goal. They did score 1 in the second quarter, but it is all even now. 30 seconds left here in this first half. A goal here for either side could be devastating. Flipped into the offensive zone. And a violation on UCCS yet again. Rin gets behind the net. Chased here, pushed. Ross applying the pressure to Dawn. Ross, some great pressure. Clock down to 10. One more look here. Wassman has to go towards goal. Rodriguez, good work. Gunnels getting hacked, gets inside, shoots, and Gernert comes up with a save. Well, after a half hour of play, we're exactly where we started. All level. It's 7-7. 3 from Ella Mills in the first, 2 from Watts, but UCCS unable to hold on to that 4-goal lead. The Thunderwolves answer back. We'll take a quick 10-minute hiatus and return with the final half. Back inside Mountain Lion Stadium, we're ready for the second half of action. Brian Geenan, live here at UCCS, the campus of the Mountain Lions, as the Thunderwolves found themselves down 7-4 on their road trip up from CSU Pueblo, but they have answered the bell. That second quarter was all Thunderwolves as they put up 5 in the second. They tie things up. Ellen Gernert back in the net for UCCS. Battle for it right near the timeline, as nice play there from Wassman to get it out of danger. Pass right into the middle. It falls for Josie Leonard, who makes a nice running scoop. Up for Allison Hoffman. Spins away nicely from Wells. Hat trick from Mills in the first quarter, 2 from Watts. But UCCS has gone quiet since the first quarter of action. They scored a goal in the first couple of minutes in the second. But since then, CSU Pueblo, 4 unanswered goals to tie things up. Still loose as Ella Mills waited patiently, now finds the rock. Still plenty of time on the shot clock here. Mills behind the net. There's Allie Schell, who's been quiet today. Brielle Fannin, Charlotte Fannin. Josie Leonard making the run in. Charlotte Fannin, Brielle Fannin, both scoring a goal apiece here in this first half of play. Pass inside, Watts shoots. And the goal again. Watts gets it past Mason for the hat trick. Third of the game for Sophia Watts as she answers Ella Mills with a hat trick. 23 goals on the season for Sophia Watts as she is tied for the team lead again. UCCS jumping back out in front quickly. Flipped back by Talapa. Really nice play. Nice pass back for Danica Rodriguez. Around for Weiss. Thunderwolves recover nicely. Weiss dumps it in easily for Charlotte Fannin. And UCCS looking like they looked at the first quarter as they get the rock here again. Wind still working right to left. You'd think in the favor of the Thunderwolves here. Behind the net for Fannin. Fannin looking for her sister. Gets free. Busts a couple of shots. Finds Hoffman, who rattles it in. Allison Hoffman gets on the board. And it's 9-7. UCCS jumps back in front by 2. Hoffman's 13th of the year. She's up to 20 points, although she may have picked that up already with an assist earlier today. But the Mountain Lions now in front by 2 after it looked like the Thunderwolves did all of the hard work. UCCS again grabbing 2 quick goals here to start off half number 2. Talapa will run it back at the faceoff. Wasmond has been the main faceoff player for this visiting side. Rin has been really solid. Now here's Talapa, and violation will go for the Thunderwolves. Wasmond gets the credit. Rin, Dawn. Dawn's been a little bit quiet as well. Scored the first goal for this Thunderwolves side, then has been quiet in the last 6 goal-scoring efforts. Sophia Rin leads the way with 2 goals for CSU Pueblo. Ainsley Jackson working inside. Good pressure here from Weiss, right near the back line. Thunderwolves still dancing, towing the line out the back. Dawn works to her left, dumps it inside. Pass deflected. It's loose. Scooped up by Grianne. Wassman thought about a pass. Now leaves it here for Rin. Half a minute on the shot clock. Dawn in for Jackson. Picked up nicely there. Jade Wilson applying the pressure, and now they're going to get her on the violation. And wow, they're going to give that all the way for a free position attempt. On the whack to the dome. It looked relatively innocuous, but Wilson gives up another goal scoring opportunity. Jackson. Free position attempts have not been friendly for the visitors. Jackson dives and scores it. Ainsley Jackson makes it 9-8 as the Thunderwolves answer back. Gernert was really solid after in the final 5 minutes of that second quarter. Came in with about 4:50 to go for Delaney Ganas. Now this one beating Gernert on the free possession attempt. Jackson's second. That's a good sign for Thunderwolf fans, as that free position attempt has not been kind to this visiting program this season. Back to the face-off X we go. Couple of violations at the face-off. Now the officials really getting set. Talapa flips it back. Wilson got the touch. Oh, but we'll look at the run from Rinn. Can't keep it now. Moretti applying the pressure. Chasing her around, and it's Rinn into the offensive zone. Ross with a nice pickup here. Pass bounces out. Fannin, right place, right time. Look at the pace from Charlotte Fannin. Another 4-on-4. Fannin gets to the net. Waits, dumps it in. Watts shoots and spikes it. And it goes for the Thunderwolves. Mills applying some pressure. Thunderwolves trying to get out of danger. Grehan free in the middle. The lead pass too strong. A nice pickup here from Ross. Moretti gets it over. Ten minutes to go here in this third quarter. UCCS in front by a goal. 7-7 at the break. Now 2-1 here in Q3. Shell around for Fannin. Watts lurking along with Moretti inside. Watts came free for a second. Shell lead past Mills, shoots, and Mason pulls it out again. Brianna Mason has been peppered in net and has answered the bell really well here in the last 20 minutes or so. Wassman from a mile out. Picked up by Ross. Now it's Dawn. Moretti, Alm applying the pressure. Now behind the net, it's Mora. Mora, Dawn, free, dumps it inside. Oh, what a pick from Alm. Alm reads that perfectly. Now it's dumped in for Hoffman. Here goes Hoffman. Allison Hoffman dumps it in. Mills waits, picks up two. Spins away, gets past the first. Has it poked free. Another uncharacteristic poke from Mills. It'll stay with UCCS. Hoffman just so brilliant. Both of them, in fact, on the ground ball category. Here's Julia Hoffman. Sydney Ann Moeller, 8.5 to go. Here in the third. Allison Hoffman, a goal today. Dodges to the left, gets inside, and fires it high over the net. Great take from Hoffman, but a little bit too much gas over the top. Nice save from Julia Hoffman on the back line. Uses the official as a screen. Allison around for Josie Leonard. 20 seconds to go here on the possession. Leonard off for Julia Hoffman inside. Watts gets free. Now she's harassed. 10 to shoot, and the free position attempt is whistled. Sophia Watts will get the credit. Can Watts find her fourth today? Give her team the 2-goal lead. Watts against Mason. Watts. Kick save again as Watts is hit from behind. And it'll be a retry for Watts, so not something you see a ton. But crashing in was Saucedo and ended up on the back of Watts, who now gets another look after Mason came away with the save. Watts gonna fire and score it! Bottom corner. And Saucedo's foul gives UCCS another try, and they take the 2-goal lead. They've got it 10-8. Fourth goal for Sophia Watts, and she is now the clubhouse leader in goals this season. Well, Talapa down on the sideline is getting a little bit of treatment. So it'll be Sophia Watts who takes over at the face-off X. Now Mason has been really, really solid. That was a great save. She got the foot on the rock of Watts' first attempt, and Watts went same place. But able to beat Mason on the second effort, courtesy of Saucedo's error. Ainsley Jackson on the draw control. Dangerous pass to Grehan, but dumped in nicely by the Canadian. Here's Rynn up for Dawn. Under 7 to go here in this third quarter. Dawn, harassed by Ross, spins out of danger for the moment, but right into the waiting arms of Kylie Cudahy. Strong pass around. Here's Jackson. Jackson bullied off the spot by Rodriguez. Jackson again. Jackson taking the long run around the ranch. Here's Wassmond. Rynn. And another great read from Cudahy, and it's into the cross of Gernert. Well, first it was Alm. Now this time it's a beautiful read from Cudahy. Lead pass from Moretti's on the money. Dumped in for Fannin, who's got one on her 6, but able to get out of danger. Charlotte Fannin to the grill. Checked from behind. It's still free. Picked up by Saucedo for the moment. And now the netminder gets in on the action and gets the foul out of Fannin. 5.5 minutes to go here in Q3. Long clear coming here for the visitors. Knutson picks up. Here's Wassman. Good pass forward for Rynn. Rynn trying to get the clear. Nice pass forward for Jackson, and the Thunderwolves get free. CSU Pueblo 1 goal here in the third. It's a 3-1 quarter. UCCS in front by 2. Trying to move to 3-1 in the RMAC standings. The visitors are 1-1 currently. Good pressure here from Ross to push the issue. Oh, good pass across. Pass inside, Rynn, and Gernert, foot save. Another chance, save. Oh, Dawn gets it by. Gernert had a beat on it. But it's Dawn getting back in on the action as she finds her second to make it 10-9.
Goal for the Thunderwolves, scored by number 13, Emily Doan.
Doan makes it 10-9, and the Thunderwolves just hanging around, trying to knot this game back up. They tied it at 7 going into the half. UCCS jumping back in front. But again, the Thunderwolves just answering the bell as they beat Gernert for the third time today. .436 remaining here in the third. Sophia Watts back at the face-off X again. High into the air, Wilson almost. Rin got a touch to it. Rin tries to sell it a little bit. But it'll go for Jade Wilson as she gets the out of bounds. Now Rin wants a piece of Wilson. And now Ross hounded by Jackson. Lead pass. Oh, what a spin from Leonard as she keeps control and slows things down. Here's Hoffman. Off for her sister, Julia. Sizzles a pass inside. Watts shoots and scores! Sophia Watts finds her 5th of the game, and it's 11-9. Yet again, a 2-goal lead. What a lead pass from Hoffman to find Watts. Possession there from Amaya Costas as well as she gets in on the offensive look, but UCCS doesn't find her. Instead, Watts finds her 5th and heads back to the face-off X. Wassman's turn again. Talapa still down on the sideline. Sitting up, talking to teammates, but sitting nonetheless. Wilson with the hops, gets to it. Rin on the takeaway, and they'll give it for UCCS again. Wilson trying to show off the burners for the 3rd time, but has to retreat. Good pressure there from the Thunderwolves. UCCS switches the field for Knutson. Now Watts, and a dangerous pass from Moretti. Here's Julia Hoffman, around for her sister. Sidian Moeller makes her way on for this offensive look. Here's Allison Hoffman, off for Julia. Julia takes a couple of checks to the midsection. Saucedo, good pressure. Julia working in the corner. Violation goes against the visitors. Saucedo, who's pushed the issue, gets a green card for the 2nd time today. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. 1-minute penalty for the Thunderwolves. Another green card issued.
Green card assessed to Thunderwolves. Number 21, Nathan Saucedo. This is a 1-minute penalty.
So Hoffman gets it. 57 seconds and ticking on the penalty. Here's Julia Hoffman. Good pressure here from the Thunderwolves. Good pass inside. Mills spikes it in front of net. Hoffman pulls it out of the air. Allison dumps it in. Fannin spins into pressure. Thunderwolves doing nice work here. UCCS hasn't found that 3-goal lead since they blew it back in the 2nd. Hoffman. Oh, good lead pass. Moretti takes a huge shot as she gets blindsided, and it's a yellow card to number 27 of the visiting side. That's Carpio. As Moretti again gets blown up for the 2nd time today. That one a little bit more violent.
Yellow card has been assessed
to Carpio.
Number 27,
so 19 seconds still on the 1st penalty. And Moretti will get a chance for a 3-goal lead. Moretti. Set. Goes low, and it's deflected by Mason. Moretti tried to beat Mason to the weak side, but an excellent deflection off the cross by the netminder once again. Both netminders have kept their sides on it strong. First penalty is free. Oh, what a pass. Dangerous one by the Thunderwolves, but they get it across. Thunderwolves burn the last long penalty They got about $1:30 to go on it here, so they can't quite do it. They'll have to work with one less player. Seven on 6 here for UCCS. They'll get it for the next 40 seconds. Long, high arcing pass by Dunnels, excuse me. Here's Wassman. Applied by Ross. Good lead pass for Dawn. 20 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Still 47 seconds on the penalty. Here's Dunnels. Oh, what a pass inside. Rin shoots and scores. What an answer. The short-handed effort as Rin comes free. The beautifully worked play for the Thunderwolves. And it's 11-10, a one-goal lead again. 1 minute to go here in quarter 3, 39 seconds on the penalty. UCCS in front by the slimmest of margins. They've led all day. Got tied up at 7, but a huge face-off coming here. UCCS still has the woman up, so a draw control win could be massive for the Mountain Lions. But equally, Thunderwolves could tie it up again, even down a woman. That would bring some momentum heading into the fourth. Flipped out wide.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
And it's going to go for UCCS here. Wilson gets past Rin. Dumps it off for Ross. Ross had Wilson for a second. Dangerous pass, but nicely worked by Shell, who's into the front. Off for Mills. 40 seconds to go. 10 on the penalty. So UCCS want to work it here. Here's Hoffman. Time ticks off of the penalty. But UCCS makes quick work. Leonard scores it. And the 2-goal lead restored right at the stretch. 24 seconds, and UCCS bags it. Josie Leonard gets the goal for UCCS. And for Leonard, that is her 4th of the season. The Cottage Grove, Minnesota native bags another. UCCS out in front by 2. That penalty again. Wassman released, but it was a little too late. Leonard had the position, buries it past Mason. And it is 24 seconds to go in the third. Wassman and Watts at the face-off again. Wilson and Rin battling here. Hoffman in the area, scoops it and makes the break for it. And she's just going to hold it out and give her team the possession. 5 seconds to go. Weiss is just going to retreat. Grehan applying pressure, but that'll do it here in the third. UCCS with a huge 12th goal by Josie Leonard. UCCS will have the possession. We'll take a quick step back, but the fourth quarter coming up next. Back in at Mountain Lion Stadium, UCCS with a 12-10 lead as we head to the fourth quarter. UCCS will get possession on the nice run out by the Mountain Lions. Weiss had it last. It'll go for Wilson here. Well, the Mountain Lions trying to sneak out of here with not a convincing but a resume-building win nonetheless. They would go to 3-1 in conference if they can pull off this victory. And that goal by Josie Leonard was massive right before the start of the fourth. Talapa up on the sidelines, walking around. But looks like she will not return. UCCS with a 12-10 lead, and they get the first possession of the fourth. Leonard and Watts working inside. Fannin sisters on the left. Hoffman on the far right. Dumped in for Allison Hoffman. Bluffs a look. Shell. Fannin. Burrell in for Charlotte. Shoots and scores! Charlotte Fannin buries it. And the Mountain Lions in front by 3 for the first time since the second quarter. Second goal for Charlotte Fannin. They'll give Brielle the assist, and that was a beautiful one there. UCCS out in front by 3, and that bodes well for Mountain Lion fans. Things got tight there at halftime in the third quarter, but the fourth, they've got a 3-goal lead. The Thunderwolves have just been a roster this season that has not allowed themselves to get out of any game. They have continued to make inroads on the lead at multiple times. Again, they were down 4 in the second quarter. They brought it all the way back with 4 unanswered, so it's not like it's out of hand by any means. The officials getting things set once again. Watts at the face-off with Wassman. Flipped over, nice win there for the Thunderwolves. Oh, and then, wow, Jackson touched it, and then Fannin came into that middle third, but they got her anyway. I did think it was after they got a touch that it, well, no, that's not right. It has to be possession, I suppose. So it'll go for the Thunderwolves rightfully here in the fourth. First look for them here in this final quarter of play. Pass right behind Rinn there. Still free in the middle. Kendra Knutson pulls it down. Dumped in for Gernert, who's been really solid with only 3 goals allowed since 4:53 in the second. Weiss has to give it back. Now around the horn for Ross. Couple of Mountain Lions free. It goes for Allison Hoffman. Hoffman gets it into the final third. Applying some good pressure. UCCS could burn some clock here, and they will. 12 and a half to go. Hoffman sisters working from the right side. Good pass inside. Watts shoots, rattles it off the side. And now Fannin picks it up, dumps it, can't convert, still free, and the Thunderwolves run it out of play. Wells unable to keep it alive. Stoppage here, as they will go to 56 on the shot clock. Mountain Lions will get it with just about a minute to shoot. And a chance for their largest lead once again. They got it to 4. It was 7-3 they led. Now can they find another 4-goal lead? Hoffman can't handle that one. Good read there from Watts to pick it up. Good move inside. Dumped low by Fannin, and it's a violation that will go against Brielle Fannin, and it'll be a yellow card issued. Dangerous follow through from Brielle Fannin, as she will head to the box for a 2-minute yellow card. So now instead of a 4-goal lead, the Thunderwolves can make it 2 once again. And they really have answered well. But they'll have to do it down a woman here. Pass forward, lost in the middle, but scooped up nicely. It goes for Rinn. Quickly forward, Dawn has it poked, and Gernert free in the crease. Oh, great lead pass for Allison Hoffman. Chance for a shorthanded goal. Look at Hoffman go. 4-on-3, lead pass Mills. Mills dodges, shoots, and scores it. Ella Mills, 4 goals and a 4-goal lead restored. What a flip of play, the short-handed effort. Has the hope run out for the Thunderwolves? They find themselves down 4 as UCCS gets the short-handed effort once again. What a play. It was Gernert on the save. Excuse me, didn't get the save, but picked up the ground ball. Lead pass to Hoffman, who got the clear. Mills dodged to her left, got to the right, and scored again past Mason. 4th goal for Ella Mills, as she and Watts continue to trade leading goals for the Mountain Lions. I believe Wassman has had every single face-off for these Thunderwolves. This one all the way near. Hoffman gets taken down, and it's going to be a card issued to the Thunderwolves. A yellow for Rin as Allison Hoffman comes away, and that basically takes away that penalty from Fannin, who has only had 36 seconds tick off. So now, even strength penalty.
Number 17, Tiana Rin. This is a 2-minute penalty.
UCCS will get 36 seconds of woman up lacrosse, but they scored shorthanded, so they are not afraid to go here. No reason to wait. Mills, Fannin on the left. Watts is just going to hold it. They're happy to burn clock here. They've got the 4-goal lead, and they can get this clock down to about 9:50, and Thunderwolves do not want to pressure. I'm a little surprised by that decision, but they're just going to wait it out. Suppose I could tell you guys what else is going on, but let's wait things out here. 50 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the penalty, so Watts will have to go at some point. Now the Thunderwolves will pressure. Pass for Hoffman opens things up. Off for Leonard. Leonard, a skip and a hop and a jump. Dumps it off for Julia Hoffman. Watts inside, catches, turns, and retreats. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mills. Mills lost it. Still free for Fannin. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Penalty expires, but the Thunderwolves take it over. Clear from Saucedo, up for Ainsley Jackson. Still 20 seconds on the penalty, so now the Thunderwolves turn to wait for Rin's penalty to expire. Here's Dawn. Gets tripped up a little. Good pass out for Wassman, and the penalty down to 6 seconds. UCCS careful to not overextend here. The penalty free. Rin comes free in. She'll get the ball immediately. Successful penalty kill for UCCS. Sienna Rin, and a deflection from Leonard as she reads it. And Leonard's going to beat Rin for pace. Oh my gosh. Leonard has had 2 of the most influential plays of this contest. This one all the way out. Mills keeps it on. Oh my goodness. What are the Thunderwolves doing? Mills and Leonard both surprising CSU Pueblo. And what a flip from Josie Leonard. Deflects it, then beats the CSU Pueblo players for pace. And now a chance for the largest lead of the afternoon. Here's Brielle Fannin. In for Charlotte. Missed it wide. Pass inside. Watts shoots and scores. No whistle came in. All the Thunderwolves stop playing, and they're going to give the goal. Audrey Allendorf went down on the shot. They wanted an illegal shot on Charlotte Fannin as she got into the leg of Allendorf. Everyone on the Thunderwolves just stopped playing. I mean, that's not advisable. It looks even worse when UCCS scores.
On the previous play, the goal was scored by number 10.
Sophia Watts scores another goal, and that one about as easy as you get. Mason stopped playing too. I'm not sure why the Thunderwolves stopped playing, but things have just unraveled. A 5-goal lead, the largest of the afternoon for UCCS. And again, I understand the call for a penalty. You want the foul, you want it to go the other way, but you can't stop playing when there's no whistle at the same time. Flipped all the way back, long run for Tunnels. He was able to control, and then Fannin pokes it free. Oh, what a spin from Dunnels. Gunnels has been really solid and did a great job there, but is it a little bit too late? Dunn harassed by Ross. Good pass out for Wassman. Wassman to the right, gets inside, shoots, and it's saved, and Gernert pulls it out into the crease. Long lead pass. Eaten up, and what a play, but she steps in. Now, Retzloff didn't think she stepped in. She passed it in, but stepped in, so I believe that would be offsides for too many players. I don't think that's a bad call by any means. Again, Retzloff held up and fell in, but that's too many players in the offensive zone. So I think the right call. Retzloff heads to the box for a 1-minute releasable. And the wheels falling off a little bit here for the Thunderwolves.
Number 2, Dylan Retzloff. This is a 1-minute penalty.
UCCS again goes a woman up, and their third and fourth quarters have been really solid on this 3-game winning streak. Last week took down Colorado Mesa in an 8-7 victory, but then their last 2 wins. Missouri Western State, a 5-goal win here at home, then Fort Lewis on Friday. They commanded that game from the jump, 22-7. It was an emphatic win at the end. And the Mountain Lions here again with a 5-goal lead, 7.5 to play. And the Thunderwolves erased a 4-goal disparity with consecutive efforts. But UCCS, all the momentum here as they do throw it away. Wells has it poked out, and the whistle comes in, and it's going to be another card. Allison Hoffman's turn for her second. Well, the cards have been flying this afternoon. Friday's game was relatively clean,
Green card.
but today picked up a little bit.
78, Allison Hoffman.
It has been consistent today, which is appreciated. So 1 minute still on, 50 seconds still on the visiting penalty, a minute on UCCS's. So we're at equal strength now. Lossman dumps it in. Jackson lost it. Free in the middle, pulled out by Knutson. Knutson dumps it in for Gernert. He'll take it behind the net and dump it back out for Knutson. Ross ahead for Moretti. Has Fannin to her right. Gives it to her now. Charlotte Fannin towards net. Pass deflected. Moretti got near it, and Charlotte Fannin's going to pull it out. Spins away from two defenders. Fannin inside. Mills shoots and scores. Ella Mills. Throw it in, throw it down, and it's a 6-goal lead for the Mountain Lions. Five goals for Ella Mills. And a timeout taken by the visitors. We'll take a quick step back. UCCS out in front by half a dozen. 15 minutes to go in the matchup. UCCS out in front by half a dozen. They've got the lead by 6. Ella Mills 5 goals. Sophia Wass the same. UCCS has taken over here in the fourth quarter. 6:22 to go in the contest. Mountain Lions a commanding lead. Still 11 seconds on the Allison Hoffman penalty. That should be erased pretty quickly here. Mills scored the most recent goal. This one flipped up. Wilson got to it. Still free in the middle. Wassman comes out of the pack with the rock. Penalty expires here. UCCS at full strength once again. Wilson into the defensive zone now. Gernert doing a good job to pressure. Good spin here from Marin, but Knutson picks it up. Here's Dunn. Dunn shoots out wide. Stays with the Thunderwolves. 50 on the shot clock. 5.5 to play. Lead pass right through the middle. Falls for Wassman nicely. Now Jackson. Back around for Dunn. Here's Wren on the long trek, and her pass out of bounds. Kendra Knutson will usher it out, and UCCS gets it with 5 minutes to play. Knutson behind the net. Here's Weiss, and now Gernert. Free in the midfield is Shell. Gernert's going to heave-ho, and what a find right to Shell. A brilliant pass from Gernert. Fannin switches hands. Now off for Brielle. Shell poked out by Saucedo, who lost it, but it stays with the Thunderwolves. What a takeaway from Saucedo there. That was about as clean as it gets. Mills will apply some pressure to that back line. Now flipped forward by the defense. Off for Wassman. Under 5 to play. Dawn off for Jackson, gets inside, shoots low, it's onto the net. And Gernert again with the takeaway. Wow, what a pass from Gernert. Her passing has really improved here. Hoffman takes it herself. Hoffman to the net. Switches to the right. Now dumps it in for Fannin. Fannin lost it. Saucedo near it. Oh, what a poke from Hoffman. Free still in the middle, finally into the cross of Mason, but under 4 to go for this visiting side. Good lead pass from Mason. Here's Dunn. Dunn gonna go all the way to net here. Gets to the left, shoots and scores it. Dunn with the hat trick, but is it too late? The Thunderwolves watching the time tick off. 3:30 to go now.
Goal for the Thunderwolves, scored by number 13, Emily Doan.
(16-5), just the first goal in this fourth quarter for CSU Pueblo. UCCS has held them scoreless until 3:30, and similar actually to the first quarter. UCCS held them scoreless for about, I believe, 12 minutes, so kind of the same time frame. Thunderwolves did get 2 with under 2 to play in the first, but they would need 5 more to keep this game alive. Jade Wilson takes it away, and UCCS gets it into the front court, and Rinn going to pick up another penalty. Sienna Rinn's third of the contest, and a yellow comes in. She got into the grill of Moretti, so it's going to be a 2-minute penalty. 3:19 to go. Feels like all she wrote for the Thunderwolves. Again, a brilliant comeback. Erased a 4-goal deficit in the second quarter. But UCCS really put it on. They scored 5 in the third, 4 in the fourth, compared to 3 and 1. This fourth quarter especially has really opened up this gap. Officials still chatting with the coaching staff for the Thunderwolves. Now just about ready to go. It'll be Moretti to take over. She's got Weiss to her right. 2 defenders in front of her. Is she going to try and do it herself? She will not. Moretti going to go all the way to the left. Now she can get across the line and does so. Here's Hoffman now. And Fannin. UCCS can hold it out a little bit if they want to. Brielle. Watts to her right, Mills to her left. Off for Allison Hoffman on the skip pass. Under 3 to play. Julia Hoffman, far corner. Julia Hoffman beats her defender, gets inside. Trying to find Watts, it's deflected. Mills keeps it on. Mills somehow kept it alive there. Mason distributes, it's free. And it's lost by the Thunderwolves. Oh my gosh, they're going to get Watts on the violation here. And give it right back to the Thunderwolves. Clock continues to run. Now it stops. Well, they're trapped in the far corner for Wells, right on the sideline. Watts and Mills applying the pressure. Wells will retreat. Long way to go here. 2 minutes left in the contest. And just about out of reach here. Under 2. Penalties still 40 seconds left for Rinn. Only 1 goal so far in this fourth quarter. I could see one more for CSU Pueblo, but UCCS has been so solid defensively here in this second half. Whatever Bryce Queener said at halftime has really resonated. Gernert with the save, then going to make the long run out of the crease. Gernert dumps it up for Ross. And UCCS can basically run out the clock here, but they've got a 2-person advantage. It's a 4-on-2. Off for Mills. Mills shoots. Mason saves. Mason distributes a nice pass. What a stop from Mason. Huge check from Wilson. That's going to be a penalty all day.
1 minute remaining.
It's going to be a free position attempt, and it'll be Wassman, the violated party, who will get the free look. Mason made a great save on the other side. Can Gernert answer it? Here's Wassman. Wassman ready goes low and beats Gernert on the right side of the net. CSU Pueblo, it's their second of the quarter, but they will need a miracle. 16-12, UCCS leads.
Goal for the Thunderwolves, scored by number 4, Reese Wasmund.
Wassman Scores her first of the afternoon. But they'll need to score 4 in about a minute's time. Penalty expires for Rinn, so full strength for the Thunderwolves. Watts on the face-off X once again. A win for UCCS could basically do it. Mills basically could have ran out the clock, but tried to find that double hat trick and thwarted in her efforts. And Thunderwolves grab a goal, but feels like out of hand still. Watts can secure it here. Pushed forward. And a win for Dawn. Thunderwolves will have to get goals upon goals here, and they cannot really go backwards at all. Here's Wassman. Diving inside. Dumps it off for Dawn. Dawn to her left. UCCS defending well. Poked free. 3 Mountain Lions in the area. Picked up. And that should do it for UCCS. 16-12 into the cross of Gernert. They will not want any more mistakes. Gernert may have to try and clear her lines. She will. And this should do it. Fannin dumps it forward. Up for Watts. 3-on-2. Does UCCS want to find another goal? Hoffman shoots and scores with 1 second to go. They grab the goal. 0.4 on the clock as Allison Hoffman makes it 17-12. Well, that'll do it. Allison Hoffman at the buzzer beater to make it 17-12. And UCCS will get out of here with a successful homestand, and they improve to 5-4. Just some preliminary or some necessary face-off work here, but this should do it. Final second drips off the clock. UCCS wins it 17-12. They improve to 5-4 and are 3-1 in conference. As we take a look at some of the final stats. First for the visitors, 10 saves in net for Mason. It was a hat trick for Dawn, 2 for Jackson, Rinn, and an assist for Gunnels. But on UCCS's side, it was the double hat trick for Sophia Watts, 5 goals for Ella Mills, 2 for Fannin, and 1 for Hoffman, 1 for Leonard, and 1 for Brielle Fannin. 4 assists for Brielle as well, 3 for Charlotte, 2 for Shell as she continues her tallies. Julia Hoffman also attaches 2 assists in the win. UCCS with an incredible weekend as they put up 39 goals on Friday and Saturday combined, improve on the 4-game win streak. The visitors drop to 4-5. They're 1-2 in conference and have lost 2 in a row. They will head back home for a long home stretch. They get 5 at home. Their next matchup will be against Colorado Mesa at March 27th. They'll get UCCS in the homestand as well on April 2nd. For UCCS on the other side, they will stay at home for one more game. They will get Regis on March 26th and then head on the road for a 2-game road stretch in early April. For myself, Brian Geenan, for everyone here at UCCS, UCCS takes the win, 17-12. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Have a great Sunday, and don't forget, drive home safely.